Community Motors West Side, the GM Superstore next to Cinema West. Community Motors of Mason City, we give you more.
NorthIowaToday.com is here with Roger Hunt, North Iowa veteran who is would like to tell a little bit about the birthday of the Marines this year, the 236th birthday of the Marines, and the celebration they're going to be having this Saturday at the Music Man Square. Go ahead, Roger. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, first of all, I like to tell people every year how much continuous service the Marine Corps has, and this is 236 years this year. We're continuing a very proud tradition in the Marine Corps by celebrating the birthday. Normally it would be celebrated on the 10th, but we try to get Saturday to accommodate people. We've been several years now at the Music Man Square, which is a fantastic place to hold this celebration. And we've been very blessed with having some real fine guests who have come to see us in the past. Last year we had a Native American who was a F-4 pilot in Vietnam, who just happened to fly 110 missions without a scratch. We had Colonel Jack Caputo from Forest City, who was the main organizer of Winnebago Flight and did a fantastic job. We had Major Sean Quinlan, who was the commanding officer of Recruiting Substation Des Moines, who was he was a Mustang. He was in the Marine Corps for 12 years before he got a commission. I was told him the thing I admire most about you as an officer with a good conduct medal tells me you've been through it. What we do is we have this celebration. We start at 17:30 hours. That's 5 for everybody else. And we have a nice social hour. We mingle, get to know each other, and this gives our guest, and I'll talk about him in just a few moments, a chance to mingle with the members there and members who haven't seen each other for a while. And we have many guests coming this year who are not Marines but have an interest in it. And so for about an hour we do this. We call them in then at 18:30 hours. And then we start our program, which amounts to the pledge to the flag, the national anthem, and then we're fortunate this year to have Father Gailing of Mercy Hospital to be our chaplain. And then we introduce the guests, and one of the guests I'll be introducing is Brigadier General Guy M. Vanderlinden, USMC retired. He's a native of Oskaloosa, Iowa. He enlisted from there, went through officers training, became an artillery officer, went to flight school, and became a helicopter pilot and spent his whole career then piloting helicopters. And he was in many, many places around the world and the country. One of his big places, he was commander out at Cherry Point, North Carolina, the East Coast Air Facility. And he was on 4 med cruises, I believe, and various other places. But one of the things that really struck me about him, and I really wanted to get a hold of him, is that at one time he was the commanding officer of HMX-1, which is the helicopter squadron in Quantico, which handles all the presidential duties. And as the commanding officer, it was his job at that time. He actually flew President Reagan on many, many trips in the helicopter. And so we'll make notice of that tonight to the public when they get there. We also have, in our ceremony, we have the message from Lieutenant Lejeune, who people call Lejeune, but it's Lejeune, who actually founded the Marine Corps League. And it's protocol to read his message. Also in turn, we have a message from the Commandant of the Marine Corps, General John Amos, who is the first Air Wing General ever to become Commandant of the Marine Corps, and I think he's doing a great job. We also have a memo from Commandant of the Marine Corps League, Vic Voltaggio, which will be read. And most dear to all of our hearts here, we have a message from Brigadier General, or Lieutenant General Dennis Halick, who's a native of Garner, Iowa, who will give us his message. Very good success story on General Halick. He enlisted out of high school, came out as a sergeant, went back to school at Mankato State, got his degree, come out, went to platoon leaders course, which put him in the officer ranks, and today he's a lieutenant general in charge of all the East Coast installations in some of Europe. And he has a soft spot in his heart for Iowa, and we really look forward to hearing from him and seeing him. We'll have a great meal. Don't mind a little plug here. And you can, Hy-Vee East, Tracy Kading is the director, and he's also a member of the detachment. Tracy takes good care of us. It's a real great sit-down meal that we thoroughly enjoy. After which, General Vanderlyn will be making some remarks pertinent to his visit. And then followed by that, we have several awards that we're going to present this year, which I guess I'm really not at liberty to disclose at this time because it is asked to stay confidential, but we will be recognizing a Marine of the Year. We'll be recognizing a corporate group that really has helped us a lot. And then we will also recognize all of our widows. We just because their husband died doesn't mean they're not part of the family yet. So we have all those things to take care of. And then we always follow up with a big raffle, a silent auction, and everybody goes home with a prize this year. After which time, we will have a closing ceremony, ask our guests to do a toast to the Corps, and we close and go home. So that's a thumbnail sketch of our Marine Corps birthday celebration.
Well, that sounds fantastic, Roger, and it sounds like a great time, and we all thank you for your service and dedication to the United States.
Thank you.